Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Ali Nastain.
And I am Mujahideen.
We are going to present about chapter 2
Patterns of Organization and Supporting Details
in critical reading material. In this chapter, we will study about the first,
Patterns of Organization,
the second,
Transition of Word,
the third,
Supporting Details,
and the fourth
Exercise.
Alright. The first is about pattern of organization. What is pattern of organization?
Patterns of organization is a patterns or a style that the writers use to present their ideas of text in a form that contains the whole information of passage.
Alright, so for example, if the writer is like an architect, so the text will be like a building like hotel, apartment, or house. So the pattern of organization will be like the map or the concept that will the architect use to build those buildings. Pattern of organization has three kinds. The first is
listing,
second,
explanation,
and the third is
analyzing.
The first is listing.
In listing patterns, the writer states the main idea in a form of generalization and gives a list of details or example to support that general statement. And the keyword of main ideas in listing are first, many, the second, several, the third, a number of, the fourth, a few, and the last is kinds.
Alright, that's about listing. Now we are going for the example of listing. In this passage, you will read the text that has a listing pattern. In main idea, several different theories shows that it is listing pattern, and then the main idea is supported by some supporting details that list the main idea, like one theory, a second, yet another, and the final theory. The second is explanation.
In this pattern, the writer states the main idea in a form of name of concept or complicated process, then followed by a description or explanation. And the keyword of main idea in explanation are consists of, seems to be, is or are, and etc.
For the example of explanation pattern, in this text you will find that the main idea is an astronomical event. It should be explanation pattern. This main idea is supported by some supporting details that give explanation or description for the main idea. The third is analyzing.
In this pattern, the writer states the main idea in a form of a problem, then followed by an analysis of the solution. And the keyword of the main idea are situation, problem, crisis, issue, and etc.
This is the example of analyzing pattern. In the main idea, you find something problem, and then from the supporting details, you will find the solution that will give explanation. The second is transition word.
Transition word is a word that the writers use to connect the main idea with the supporting details. It makes the reader understand the meaning of the text easily.
Different pattern of organization has different transition words. For listing patterns, the transition words are,
for example, the first, the one, the second, the last, and etc.
For explanation pattern, the transition words are
descriptive adjectives that describe the noun, and etc.
And then for the analyzing pattern, the transition words are
the solution, the problems, and the solved.
The third is about supporting details. What is supporting details?
Supporting details is the sentence that support the main idea. It is how the writer delivers the main idea through some details.
Supporting details has two kinds. The first is major and the second is minor.
Major is the sentence support the main idea directly in general explanation, and the minor is the sentences support the major details in a very specific explanation.
The fourth is exercises and review. In this text, you have to write this text carefully and then determine the type of pattern, the transition word used, and the supporting details, both major and minor. Do it at your home and we will wait for you for the next meeting. Thanks for watching and see ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.